Hello to all of my subscribers and all of you learning English on YouTube. It's a good place to learn a language. I learned some French and some Spanish with the help of YouTube, so I hope that this video helps you with your English practice. This is the first video in a series of 5. In the next 5 videos, we're going to look at conditionals. So what are conditionals? How do we use them? What tense? What does it mean? So let's get started. What are conditionals? They're sentences that talk about a condition. So if this condition is met, then this result will happen. Something like, if you watch this video, you will learn to use conditionals. If I had more time, I would study English every day. So if something, then something. There are different types of conditionals, which is why we're going to have 5 videos about this topic. So there is a zero conditional, first conditional, second conditional, third conditional, and a mix of all of those called a mixed conditional. And it depends whether we're talking about the present or the future. So different types of actions will be expressed with different types of conditionals. Today, we're going to look at zero conditionals. So the first thing to do is look at some examples. If you leave ice cream in the sun, it melts. When spring comes, nature looks beautiful. Ice melts unless you keep it in the freezer. These are some examples of the zero conditional. We use it for different reasons. We can use it for facts, things that are 100% true, always true. Facts about the world, scientific facts, facts about me, facts about us and all the world in general. We use it to talk about cause and effect, superstitions, instructions, requests, preferences. Let's see this with a couple of examples again. Ice cream melts unless you keep it in the freezer. I would say that is a fact. It's 100% true. When I get a new subscriber, I feel really happy. This is another fact, true for me, so don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you like this video. Click the like button if you like this video. I think this is a request. And yes, be sure to click the like button if you like this video. This happens to be an example of the zero conditional. It is bad luck if you see a black cat. That is what is believed by some people. It is a superstition. Whenever I make Italian food, I use fresh herbs. I would say this is a preference. So we have some preferences, some facts, some superstitions, some instructions and requests. Which tenses are used in the zero conditional? The best thing is to look at the example and you tell me which tenses they are. Ice cream melts unless you keep it in the freezer. When I get a new subscriber, I feel really happy. Click the like button if you like this video. It is bad luck if you see a black cat. Whenever I make Italian food, I use fresh herbs. So these are all present tense. Yes, we use present tense in the condition and in the result for zero conditionals. What is the order of these little clauses inside a conditional sentence? Which word do we use to express the condition? Is there a comma? Well, let's find out again with the help of the examples. Ice cream melts unless you keep it in the freezer. Here we see that the condition came second place. If you don't keep it in the freezer, ice cream melts. So the condition can come in the second place, not always the first place. And we have the word unless, which means if not, if you don't. So we can use unless. And there is no comma here. Let's see the next example. When I get a new subscriber, I feel really happy. Here the condition is in the first place. The word we use is when, and there is a comma. Why is there a comma in this first sentence and not in the second? Can you guess? I'll give you some more time. Let's look at the next example. Click the like button if you like this video. Now we have if. It is the most common in zero conditionals, in all the conditionals. So we have if, and the condition is in the second place, so there is no comma. Next one, it is bad luck. If you see a black cat, again we have if. It's in the second place, there is no comma. Whenever I make Italian food, I use fresh herbs. Now we have the word whenever, so we've had unless, when, if, whenever. It's in the first place, the condition, and there is a comma. So, if you haven't guessed already, when the condition comes first, we use a comma. When the condition comes second, we don't use a comma. And that's it. This is it about the zero conditional. It is the easiest and it's a good place to start. But as you can see, you can express a lot of things using just that conditional. So this week's challenge is for you to please write a comment to this video and try to use at least one zero conditional sentence. Next week, we look at first conditional. And before you go, you might have noticed that sometimes I talk about what level you should be at the beginning of my videos. For this video, you should be at an intermediate or pre-intermediate level. But what does it all mean? If you don't know what your level is, I suggest you take a free level test on my website, englishwithmina.com/level-test. If you do the quiz on this page, you will be able to find out what level of English you are, and you could find out what you need to know to get to the next level. So don't forget to practice, write a comment so that you can actually use the zero conditional today, because that is your challenge, and I'll see you next week for the next video. Bye.